My next guest is a self-made woman who over the course of her life has evolved from professional manicurist at age 15 to nail salon owner at 18 to an undefeated and Hall of Fame boxing career, television host, personality, actress, author, and inspirational speaker. She is on the show today or this morning to talk about her new book, Food for Life, Delicious and Healthy Comfort Food from My Table to Yours. Please welcome to Money Making Conversations, Laila Ali.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? First of all, thank you for coming back on my show. Okay, Laila?
Of course.
Okay, now here's the deal. Here's the deal. I want to tell you up front, I love your book, and these are the recipes I've already tried. I made the green salsa, poached eggs. I made the chicken and eggs breakfast tacos. I made the pulled barbecue beef. And my wife, she made the seafood gumbo.
All righty then. You've been into it.
Well, you know, it's a very easy book. And I want to say that up front before we even get into the book and just start the interview to let you know that, see, here's the cool thing about your book, because it's healthy eating. And I've been on a diet. And on this diet, I've lost 12 pounds so far. And
good. Congratulations on that.
And so the food that you're offering, it can actually is part of my diet. And so I've been able to enjoy good eating, not only on my diet, but in fact, I was interviewing you. I said, let me look at this book, see if I can. And your book was so easy to read and so much fun that I decided to incorporate it. And guess what? I benefit, and I want all my readers and listeners and viewers to take time to understand that this book is worth buying, and you should buy it today.
Thank you. You know what? I put a lot of work into the book because it's so much more than a cookbook. There's so much information in there just about how to, apply some cooking methods, even to foods that you're already cooking, and ingredients, and upgrades and things to make your dishes healthier. So even for someone who can throw down in the kitchen, they can learn something from it as well. So thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Now, when did you learn to cook? Because I read through that resume, 15 you was doing fingernails, now you're boxing. When did you learn to cook?
I taught myself how to cook. I started cooking when I was about 9 or 10 years old.
Okay.
My mom didn't really cook much, so I got in the kitchen myself, and I'm just that type of person. When I want to do something, I kind of do the research that I need to do and figure it out. But I called my grandma. My family's from Louisiana. That's how I started making gumbo and, the stewed chicken and all that just by learning over the phone, and she taught me. And, of course, there was a lot of trial and error. And I'm still learning. I mean, I still learn and grow in the kitchen every day. So,
and that's why I want to tell people about this book, because a lot of people, that error part is what stops people from cooking. The error, making a mistake, or will it be as good as my mom? I don't want to, with my friends or my husband or my girlfriend, my boyfriend, say bad things about my cooking. You take this book, it got beautiful pictures. Easy. And when I say easy recipes, I'm going to tell you something. That green salsa poached egg recipe is so easy, it's ridiculous.
You're right. And it's like something you would get in a restaurant. Exactly.
And the thing I loved about your book, you said, okay, if you don't know how to make salsa, go get a very good salsa from the store.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes, sometimes I don't feel like making fresh salsa. I don't have the green tomatoes, you know what I mean, to make the green salsa or whatever. So, there's always a way around it. I just tell people, try to buy the best quality food that you can, because there is a difference in quality. Don't always go to the store looking for everything on sale. Sometimes you have to invest in your health, in the ingredients. You want to read labels, and there's a lot of information in there about, how to navigate the grocery store, because a lot of times, especially in our community, we're sick. We have diabetes, we have heart disease, we have obesity, and all kinds of other chronic illnesses that are directly related to the food that we eat. And unfortunately, in lower income areas, people tend to eat the worst because they're trying to eat on a budget. But, and I get it. People look at me and say, well, you can afford it.
Right.
But I talk about ways in the book as well that you can buy healthier foods, at a lower cost. You just have to, it takes some prioritizing and it takes some planning, but it can be done.
And portion eating as well. That's important as well. Now, when I look at the book, I'm on the phone with Laila Ali. And first of all, before we continue this interview, congratulations on being inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. I want to say that.
Thank you.
I got to say that that's an amazing accomplishment. It should not be overlooked. That's going to happen in August, correct?
I think so. I'm not sure of the date, actually. I got so many things on my calendar. Yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming up, and I want to I'm going to tweet it out, and I'm going to make sure everybody's aware in my fan base that you should be celebrated because that's an amazing. You are undefeated, and they're gonna recognize you for your skills, your skills in the ring. Now we talk about your skills at the stove. Now let's talk about this book, Food for Life: Delicious and Healthy Comfort Food from My Table to Yours. Food for Life. Where did that title come from? Where did you get that title from?
I actually came up with the title. Well, first of all, when I think about food and you think about the fact, well, we don't think about this very often, but the fact is that food is supposed to have nutrition in it because it actually turns in, once it breaks down and your body breaks it down, it turns into the cells that turn into your brain and your hair and your skin and your organs, right? So if we think of food that way, I think we'd be more careful about what it is that we're eating. So I thought of the title, it means many different things. So Food for Life, because food is the basis which life begins with our cells. And then, of course, food for whether you're a busy mom or whether you're, cooking on the go or entertaining. The chapters are named in a certain way that pretty much apply to our lives. So it's food that you can eat for the rest of your life. I talk about the fact that, we're into a lot of fad diets right now. It's like this is what everyone's, whether it's paleo or vegetarian or Mediterranean diet or whatever it is that you're following, those kind of come and go a lot of the time. But this is food that you can eat for the rest of your life at any stage of your life, no matter what age that you are, because it's just pure, clean eating. So, and then, of course, I take into consideration being that I'm African-American, I like my greens, I like my oven fried chicken, I like my gumbo, I like my sakatimi cake, I like my sweet potato pie. So we put those recipes in there, so that there's something for people who like to eat the same way that I eat. But of course, then I developed a whole lot of other recipes, in the book as well. So there's something for everybody. So, but I will, as you know, Rushion, because you cook, what the hardest thing about doing a cookbook is that I don't normally even follow recipes at home. When I'm making my gumbo, I never had a recipe. I just make it. So to actually make it into a recipe was the hardest thing because depending on the produce or, the way the seafood tastes, I might put a little more of this or a little more of that. Yeah, so you definitely have to do that and take that into consideration. The same thing with the greens. I like to cook my greens longer than which actually says in the book. But, I talk about for the health benefits, you would cook them for less time. But I'm actually going to cook mine longer because I like them to be broken down a little bit more. So, you take all that into consideration, whether you want to add a little more chicken broth here or a little more salt there, you could figure it out, but that's what I love about cooking. So as to what you were saying earlier, you should get in the kitchen and use those recipes as a base, but then build them from there and make them your own, for sure.
That's what I loved about that's why at the very top I wanted to tell people, I tried some of these recipes because they were so easy. And, I know I'm sounding like an info commercial. They're so easy. And look what you did over here. But when you see something like that pulled barbecue beef, that is like, I'm looking at it, was like 4 things. It was like 4 things. And you had your meal. You got the bar. And I would tell people, on the green salsa, I go to the store and get my salsa. Okay? Right. Because she told me I could do that. She gave me the rights to do that. And so that's what a lot of books don't free you up, because I looked at her and said, green salsa, man. And then she's going, or you can get it in the store. I went, I got permission.
Exactly.
And that's what I loved about your book. We almost gave me permission to be normal.
Yes, exactly. Because like I said, I don't always have time to be making fresh salsa. Like, come on, I got kids running around here, kitchen to clean up. I'm tired, husband to take care of. It's like, let me do the mains, and I'm gonna go get the, the guacamole and all that on the, at the store. And you can do that, but then sometimes I want to take the time and make everything fresh. So it's something for everybody.
It's something for everybody. We're on the phone with Laila Ali. We're talking about her great book, Food for Life: Delicious and Healthy Comfort Food from My Table to Yours. Tell us some of your favorite recipes before we get out of here.
Well, definitely, I would have to say the oven fried chicken, stewed chicken and gravy. You got to try the stewed chicken and gravy. Have your wife make that one. I would say the sweet potato pie. There's just so many. It's really hard.
Here's the funny thing about it. It's like she made the seafood gumbo because it's a lot. What I'm saying? So we ate it, and she said, and she left town on Saturday. She said, I'm gonna freeze it. I said, no, you're not. I said,
You gonna eat it?
I said, I'm gonna eat my gumbo. I said, I said, I can have gumbo for lunch, for dinner, for 2-3 days. That's like Thanksgiving at my house. I'm eating my gumbo. Talking about she gonna freeze my gumbo. No, I have to put the brakes on her, Layla.
No, well, she didn't want it to go bad because gumbo's expensive with all that seafood in it.
Guess what? It's not gonna go bad. Down Rushion's throat into his stomach. That's where it's gonna go bad. I had to put the brakes on it, because it wasn't gonna be fresh no more. I'm sorry. So I'm enjoying your food, girl. I'm gonna let everybody know. In the McDonald household, we are fans of your ability, fans because of what you've done all your life, and the fans of the fact that on your TV shows, you've always represented high quality, and this book is at that same standard level. But more importantly, fans, your book allows me to be myself and allows us to believe, not have any insecurities when you go in that kitchen and walk out. Congratulations on this book, and I will keep pushing it for you. And you can get in the stores right now. Go to Amazon.com. You can buy the book right now. Food for Life, delicious and healthy comfort food from my table, meaning Layla's table, to yours. Keep winning, girl. And congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate you, brother.
Undefeated.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Bye-bye.